Larly in the Loo. I thought I'd try something new. I'm waiting outside a store. I went to the craft club today. None of the ladies wanted to be on the YouTube video. I'm amazed at the amount of cross-stitchers that don't know what Flosstube is. It would be sad not to know what Flosstube is. And my husband's like, are you going to watch that all day? How can you sit and watch people stitch all day? I don't think he gets it. And so that's kind of funny. I did some stitching today. I was working on back stitch. I'll show you that. Well, I don't know if I've done enough to show you what I worked on. But I'm also struggling to organize all my floss. I don't know if you guys have, I've gotten floss from people that just kind of donate it to you. Oh, you cross stitch. And it's usually a messed up bundle of stuff. I appreciate it. I really look, we need all the floss we can get. And some of it's not DMC, but there are some times on projects that you just, like, especially on these little Christmas ornaments I'm getting, doesn't need to be a specific color, just as long as it's the right shade of red that I want or the right shade of orange. I have been working on my project bags. I've sewn 4 of them now, have them on my Etsy shop. None of them have sold yet, but that's fine. It's just fun doing them. Worst case scenario, I will just use them. I'm also going to be working on a few more tutorials for sewing and quilting. I have some here. On my channel, I've had a lot of dog training videos and quilting stuff. That was pretty much what I've done until I really became obsessed with the Flosstube and the cross stitch. So some of my dog training videos were private because it was just for the person. I used to do it when I was in my 20s. I did that for 10 years. But now when you get old, it's like, I can't handle some big dogs anymore, just strength-wise, and just not a fan of getting bit. I was bit 5 times as a trainer. And of course now, I have my poodles. They're good puppy dogs. I like most breeds. There are a few breeds I don't, but trying to think what else. Usually I don't do much as far as lifestyle. As you know, I live in a suburb of St. Louis. I've lived in Texas, lived in California, and for the last 30 years in St. Louis. I was born and raised here. I lived there 20 years, got married, moved away, and then I've been back about 30 years. I'm just getting a house back. I had sold a house and I held the mortgage. I was the bank, and I had to foreclose on them after 10 years, which was really sad. So it's been almost 2 years now that they haven't paid anything, and then they didn't have homeowners insurance. They didn't pay the taxes. So I've had to pay all those. A $1,500 SOAR lien on the property. How long do you not have to pay your SOAR? And the SOAR bill here for this little house is like $60 a month. I guess a while, and then with all the fees and stuff. So I've halfway thought that I might rehab it myself, or pay people to do work, but I'm leaning towards just dumping it and let somebody else rehab it. I haven't been inside for 10 years, so I don't know what it looks like. So any of you St. Louis people, you want a house to rehab, it's a little house in the city, a little shotgun house, if you know where that is. Shotgun is just like it sounds. Shotgun means you can stand at the front door, shoot a shotgun, and the bullet will go out the back door. St. Louis has a lot of these brick bungalows, we call them. But, so that's kind of, trying to think what else, because I usually don't talk too much about myself. As you know, I own a real estate company. In my 20s, I did dog training. In my 30s, I started out babysitting out of my home because I'm such a homebody. I really don't like to leave. And then I started a nanny agency, and I ran that nanny agency for about 5 years. There's a big liability, though, with other people's kids. I really liked it. I was good at it, but did that for 10 years. And then I started doing computer work for people, and one of my clients was a realtor, and you can't do a lot of things unless you have a real estate license. She wanted me to host open houses for her, or maybe answer her phone while sitting there doing the computer work. So I could do the computer work for her real estate, but there's other things you couldn't do. You can't even answer the phone and say a price. So she paid for me to get my real estate license, and I'm like, I do not want to sell real estate. I'm not interested in selling real estate. So she paid for me to get my license. I love school and learning and stuff, so that was the fun part of it. And then I got the license, and then it's an expensive little hobby to have. Not that expensive. It's like $1,200 a year to hold your real estate license. But if you're not planning on, making money, it is expensive little hobby, and you don't have anything to show for it. So I closed my first deal and made like $6,000. I'm like, ooh, I'd have to do a lot of computer work for $6,000. So after that, I thought, I think I'm going to try this real estate thing. So I did the real estate for 2 years before you can get your broker's license. Now I own my own company. So it's been like 16 years, and I mainly do the paperwork. I have other agents that work for me that would show the houses and do stuff like that. I did that, for the first 5-6 years. I did a lot of showing houses and stuff, but anymore, I've seen enough houses. I'm really not interested. I'd rather stay home and cross stitch, because this is my day. I wake up, I sometimes sit in the recliner, watch Flosstube. I always check my computer first, see what computer work I have to do, sit on the couch for a couple hours, cross stitching, watching Flosstube. Then I get up, let the dogs out, have the meat breakfast. I let them out before, but I have meat breakfast, and then let them out, for the day, and then in the house, not outside. I sit outside with them, because the big one, the one you usually see with his nose in the video, jumps the fence. Great dog trainer that I am, but he only jumps it if he really, of course, he's a squirrel, so I try to do my best. So I sit out there with him. He won't jump while I'm out there. There's someone pulling up in a truck next to me. And so then I'll sit for like an hour at most, and then I got to get up and check my computer, whatever, because contracts come in. Some days in the spring now, it's like all day long I sit at that computer. But in the winter, which I'm looking forward to, is more time because less real estate. We really don't have a total 100% downtime, which is good. You make money all year. But in the December, into January, if we have snow, it's a lot slower. Now, I tell everybody I don't have a day off. Occasionally, I won't get a phone call on Christmas, but there's always emails and stuff. Real estate, I don't know. They don't care what holiday it is. They're going to call you. And I do have my phone on Do Not Disturb from 11 o'clock at night to 8:30 in the morning, because you don't know how many phone calls I have that are at midnight, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, that are like, hey, I was just calling about the price of a house. You're like, okay. So I used to answer. Now I don't, unless if they're on my favorites list, it'll come through in case of emergency. But I've had people say, oh, I thought I was going to get an answer machine. I don't want to disturb you, and they'll hang up on you. It's like, well, I'm already answered the phone. So it's like, but anyway, that's kind of my little rambling. So it's 9 minutes in, so I'll make a note on that down below if you want to skip. I guess I should have said that at the beginning. But the next video, or the next time you see me here in just a minute, will be my cross stitch. Thanks. So here we are back. It is now Sunday. It's actually like 2 o'clock in the morning, so it's really Monday. But I just couldn't sleep, so I thought, well, I kept thinking about what I wanted to show you. Besides the blister on my finger, after I watched the other video, I was getting ready to go to bed, and I watched the other video about how I didn't hardly get anything that I sewed to show you. And did I even get it out? I think I did. Oh, my snowman. I got so inspired. a lot of times when it's getting to a finish, I get bored. Sorry, it's like my hair's bothering me. You get bored with the back stitching, but this one, my snowman, I think you've seen it before. It is Snowman Collector, Jan Lin Corporation. And the last time I showed it, the snowmen just look like a jumble. They just look like a jumble of mess, and it's like you can't even tell what it was. But then I put in, I did a little bit more of the backfill on the faces. I filled in a little pink on the cheeks, and they started looking like snowmen. And I got so inspired that I have been stitching. I have been doing nothing but these crazy snowmen. You see that I've done, but look at them. It's looking like a really snowman family. But the, like here, with the little cheeks, and then of course, then I had to finish in the noses, doing some backstitch, like I backstitched around her face, and put in some little eyes and stuff. This called for a buttonhole stitch around that was not my favorite. So, but this is so, you know how you get so close to a finish, and then there's like, oh, I got to do that part and this part and this part. Yeah, that's where we are. But next time, this should be a finish. So I'm so excited that I got that. But like I say, I've never got a blister on my finger from cross stitch. And I have a blister on my thumb. It's like I cross-stitched so much on that. I did have a new start. I think I showed you this as part of my haul when I went to the Needlework Galleria in St. Charles, Missouri. Just a hop, skip, and a jump. And I got hands-on design. I got Wolf with the little buttons. And I got, I put them in the same package. They're in different packages, but I got Meow. But I did start the wolf. And this is the fabric that I showed you that I had dyed it. I wanted it darker at the bottom, but I just have a little bit. Here, we'll fold this. Just a little bit of a start. And of course, the poodle. I'm going to do that poodle in the color of my dogs on another some other things. Now this dog, I messed up on the nose and it's kind of long, so I haven't decided if I'm going to rip it out or if it's just going to be my funny looking poodle. But I worked on this a little bit, but like I say, I got so wrapped up. Do you ever do that where you just get so wrapped up in a project? I am a serial monogamist where I just get started on one thing and then I just go crazy. Now, I showed you this project bag. I did start the Etsy shop. So I have this project bag on there. I did my wild about stitching project bag. But I wanted to show you, I had a few more that I did. I did a Minnie Mouse, and I got the Walt Disney font, or one of them. I did Mary cross stitch. I thought that was cute. With a little, this one I did the inside with Christmas fabric. And I figured the worst case scenario, if none of them sell, I'll have a lot of cute bags, little needle there. I'll have a lot of cute project bags. This one I've sewn it like one of the other ones. I don't remember what I put on the inside. I think I did oh, that one's cute. It's hearts. Red and white hearts. That's cute. And I haven't put a zipper pull on there, and I haven't put a saying on there yet. So I don't know what I'll put on there. This one I did. I really like the colors. And it says, floss like a boss. And then I I just used a regular floss card and put some little floss on it for a zipper pull. I thought that was cute. And that just has like coordinating color for a lining. I really like this one. You know how you just have, it's like, just stands out to you. Now this one I made for myself. I was excited. This fabric was in the clearance bin. Most of them I'm trying to sew from my stash. I know there's actually a hashtag on that, which I should probably join because I have so much fabric in here. It doesn't fit there. I have two, I'll have to show you. Well, no, it's so messy now. I'll show you sometime. But I have two big metal cabinets full of fabric. I have the whole closet full of, you know, it's like all kind. This one, though, I found this fabric that is basically cross stitch. I thought, oh, that's just too cute to pass up. Now on the back, I didn't, because this is just going to be for me. This is just numbers and stuff, the same on the inside. And on this, I found a font that does a cross stitch font. So I'm going to put Larly across here. And I have fabric enough to make one or two more. So I'm going to make another one for custom for somebody that they want to put whatever they want on. And then I just made this cute little mini. It has checkered, well, I guess it's plaid. It's not checkered. Just a cute little, and this, I'm going to use the Walt Disney font. And this one, I did put on the Etsy shop. I figured this one I'll do a custom if somebody wants their initials or wants. I do the heat transfer with the Cricut. If anybody wants any tutorials about the Cricut, I have a lot of friends, well, like 3 of my friends that have a Cricut machine. They've never used it at all. So I do use it. I was also experimenting with this little, I'll show it to you next time. I'm making a little mouse coin purse shaped like a mouse. So now we're going to go on to haul. And after this little clip, I'm going to insert a picture of, I went to a yard sale. Cute little old guy. His wife is legally blind now and can't sew, so she's sewing off all her stash. So I went Wednesday. In St. Louis, we have yard sales on Wednesdays and Saturdays. I'm going to go back again Wednesday, but that's where I got the, I had this, but I got the Mickey fabric, and you'll see the, I'll do the stash. But so many cute fabrics. I'm like, okay. So, one thing I got, this is haul. I need to use Goop Away, and I debated and debated. It was like $2. And it's like, I don't know why you debate about stuff, but it is this. Isn't that the cutest? And I thought, you know, what's gonna be would be so perfect is for holidays, you could put like 3 Christmas something or others, and then, you know, turn them around, and then that could be spring or whatever. It could be, you know, rather than having to use magnets and all that, I guess you could magnet them together. That would be a thing. But isn't that cute? And it's 4 inches. There are a lot of cute motifs. The one I'm probably going to start first is just 2 quilt motifs in there for the regular, not necessarily Christmas. This, oops, I'm dropping. I think I'll put that right in front of me. I got, for $5, she had started this table runner. It's got this really sparkly Christmas fabric, and it's a table runner, and she put in the bindings and stuff, and it's just a little pattern that I don't know if she had printed it off the internet. Stack and Whack table runner, and she made the little patterns out of stabilizer, but they're all cut, and so she had printed it. So one little project. I thought, oh, that'll be cute. I will finish that up you know, for my table for Christmas. I don't think I've showed this to you either. This is Artiste stamp. It's a stamped cross stitch, which I don't do very much. But I have friends that can't really figure out cross stitch. But I like it because it talks about the buttons, and it's called, I don't know, button. But you know, the original price was 20 bucks. I got it for $1.99 at a thrift store. So I thought that was cute. I am going to do a giveaway. I have reached 100 subscribers. I know, laugh at me. 100 subscribers. I was so excited. You know, people give a giveaway at 1,000 or 600. I'm going to give a giveaway at 100. So stay tuned because I'm going to tell you about the giveaway. This, I think I might have showed it to you. I don't know. I don't remember. Possibly keep for the fabric. That, I think, is old stash I've already showed you. So I will insert the pictures of the, I think that's all of the fabric. And then I'll also tell you about the giveaway. Well, I'm back. This may be my longest video ever. If you want to, I guess it's too late to tell you to fast forward. I'll put it in the description. Fast forward past the first 9 minutes. I made notes, and then I didn't even refer to them. I want to give 2 shout-outs this week. It's like I've seen people do that, and I really enjoy when people do it, and I actually go to people's videos and see. So 2 shout-outs I want to give. One is to Solar Stitches. S-O-L-E-R Stitches. And she's an Ada person like me. I do like Ada. Her name is Elizabeth, and I love her personality. She is so cute. So go check her out. I'll link it below. Another one is Trisha at 3 Owl Threads. And I don't know why I've never seen her before. She has like over 100 videos. This last one, she did a whip work in progress, whatever, whip, W-I-P-E, D-stash. She had all these whips. And of course you're saying in your background, oh no, don't get rid of that one. But she's getting rid of some whips. So go check her out. So what you've been waiting for is the giveaway. And I actually had to go outside. I had a few in the trunk because I'm showing them to somebody, asking if you were doing a giveaway, which one would you want? This is the one they picked, so I went with this one. I have lots of stuff across my span of Flosstube to give away, because I've collected a lot and some of them I'm just not gonna stitch, and I am not a sampler person. And I like long dog samplers, you know, those sorts of things, but not just a sampler. But this person loves samplers, so this is the one she actually wants to win. So it's the one we're giving for my 100 subscribers. Thank you so much. The Plantation Sampler, Canterbury Designs, and it is, she loved it because all the little animals, even the little Rottweiler, which I love Rottweilers. Looks like a little Rottweiler. Some horses, but has the house. You know, so you'd think with the house, I would really like it. Has the ABCs, and it says, to those who came before me. I can't even read that. To those who came before me, this work delicate, for simple pleasures they did seek, and with their something, and with their haves did seek. I guess it's a reproduction of something because it's so light, but it's got a weeping willow tree in it, and it is very cute. And then I wonder, why am I getting rid of it? Because I'm not gonna stitch it, although I really do like it. Now I did pick this up, or someone had given it to me, And so the person, it's like you open it up, and then it has inside here is the pattern, but it's in DMC, but they put the anchor equivalents. I guess this person was doing ankler. But it's from 1987, so I'm assuming it's not in print anymore. But it's really cute. So if you would like to win, of course you have to subscribe and like. You know how that is. I gotta get those people. And then so make a comment and put sampler, and then we'll do the random giveaway for all the people. And you probably have a better chance of winning because there might be 3 comments. Hey, 3, I've only had 2 comments so far, so I think 3 would be really good. So you have a really good chance of winning. So I think that is all for today. You never know, I might add something on there. Never say never, but I'm so excited. 100. Oh, hey, Dad, you wanna? I